What up, though? We are back for another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm your boy Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
Like, subscribe to all your podcast platforms. No crew, we appreciate you for tuning in. Boogie!
Yes, sir.
It's Bay Day. Or Beyonce Day.
I wasn't expecting you to say anything. Oh my God, I thought you weren't going to say anything. Because, baby, I would have reminded you. It is Bay Day, okay? Bay Day is here. Bay Day is here.
Should we drop some bombs for Beyonce?
Hey, you better do something.
Should we? Let's hit it with the
bombs. You better do something. Please believe. Shout out to the Bayhive and the Beehive, because people like to switch it up. They like to say Bayhive, Beehive, and the Beehive adjacent, which is me. I'm Beehive adjacent. Who didn't waver after hearing that the album was leaked 2 days prior.
Okay.
Somebody in, I don't know if you heard this, but somebody in Paris and France decided to release in a store physical albums of the album, and people out there was going berserk. Somebody got fired.
You know they got fired, but do you think they were actually playing the album, or do you think they waited? Because if you got a copy, you know you're gonna play it. You're not waiting.
I saw a couple people try and leak and release it on Twitter, and they definitely got reported because once I heard about it, I was just like, hey, I don't care. I'm waiting. Don't show me. I'm about to give the respect that she deserved. This is a 3-act album.
I did hear that.
3-act project. This is a 3-act project. So the first project, the first act, if you will, was released today. And it was a dance album. It's a like, this is what people expected. People were a little, uneasy. They were expecting, 4, from the album. They were expecting Dangerously in Love. They was expecting Sasha Fierce. This ain't it.
It's not.
This is if you are an artist, you should know this. You should be always reinventing, always trying to challenge yourself and do something that you want to do. She told us, "Hey y'all, this is while I was in the Panini, I made a lot of songs.
It's a labor of love.
Right, it's a labor of love. I actually made too many damn songs." And for that,
you're getting 3 projects.
You get 3 damn projects. So listen, I'm all for it. So.
Which no one in the Hive is going to complain about. I got to say this: if I were in Paris, I would have bought the album. If I saw it, I was like, "Yeah, I'm buying this." I would have posted on social media that I bought the album, and then I would be playing it and making fun of y'all for not being able to hear it 2 days early. I wouldn't have leaked it, but I'd have been like, y'all heard this new Beyonce yet? No, I heard it.
I don't know about all that.
I'd have been like, yep.
Beyonce people would have been in contact with you after the first post, nigga.
Yeah, you would have had to go like underground or some shit, because they would be like, we will find you and we will kill you. What was that movie that they made with Liam Neeson? I will find you. Yeah, Take It. It'll be just like that with the Hive.
Talking about the Take It series.
So is that what I said? The Taken series?
Yeah. No.
Taken movies. What's that?
All of them. It's about 3 of them.
So let me ask you this though. Then we'll get started. So did you like the project? Did you like?
Did I? Now that listen, I thoroughly enjoyed. Sounded like my aunt. Boy, she's country. You talking about country?
Yeah, her thoroughly
enjoy.
Over
I just, you know what it is? I like refreshing music that I don't expect from artists. Like, that makes me feel good. Like, yes, we know Beyonce can give us a ballad, can give us an anthem. But guess what? She switched it up and was like, "Yeah, I'm going with the gays right now. I'm going with the house music right now. I'm going back to Renaissance." Tina Marie was used in a couple songs. Like she went back to the Renaissance, La Renaissance. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did.
Tina is as my white girl. I checked it out. I did check out the album, and I was just like,
we don't care what you think. Tell you the truth, we don't.
But you need to know, because I'm not a Beyonce fan. So you need to know someone who's not a fan.
But you know, the fans of Beyonce's, we don't want to hear you guys.
You might.
The people.
You might. How you know how you know y'all didn't convert me? How you know this album didn't convert me to becoming a fan?
Okay. You probably did. Did you?
Like, you non-fans. We don't want to hear what you. But it's valid.
Okay. What do you have to say? What's your opinion? Go ahead and say you don't like it.
This is the first Beyonce album that I have listened to in full, probably since her debut album. Okay. I've always heard snippets, because after that second album, I was just like, yeah, I don't think Beyonce's for me. Like some of the singles, I was like, yeah, this is it. I kind of fell back and I was like, you know what, Beyonce might have had me when she started rapping. I was like, the last album her and Jay-Z put out, even the one with the Lion King one that was like Black is King or whatever, I was like, that's a dope ass album.
That was fire.
So upon listening, first of all, Break My Soul, love the song. I was like, okay, Beyonce. I was like, you got me in here. I'm in here grinding weed over here, just like bopping and everything. You know,
you won't break my weed. You won't break my weed.
I won't break these bowls because I'm known to drop a bowl. So, I enjoyed the album. I really did. I felt like I needed to vote for a hot second. I'm in here smoking weed, just like just. Yeah. It was a dope ass album.
Agree. It's a dance as it made you want to move around and like start cleaning or something. Like it made you want to do an activity. Like I really thoroughly enjoyed the fact that the transitions were seamless and the music all like kind of meshed together but was different at the same time. Like I really enjoyed it. I generally enjoyed it, and I respect people that think it's not her best album, but get over it. Like artists have to grow. Like
build a bridge and get over it.
Get over it. Like for real.
I mean, it was I was just like, hey man, I was feeling it. I mean, there was a couple songs where I was like, man, this ain't for me. But for the most part, the whole album, I was like, yeah, I could listen to this back to back. And this is for someone who I've been adjacent to you in the Hive. I've been like, yeah, I'll rock with it. But she might have won me back. You know, she might have won me back. So I was like, yeah, Beyonce, great.
It was definitely a decent piece for sure. So
I was like, yeah, this is dope. I was like, nigga, stop hating. Stop hating on Beyonce. I was walking around like, yeah, the Beyonce album is the shit. And I don't ever talk like that. I was like, this shit is dope. But, you know, it's Beyonce Day, and this is the world's best late night podcast, and we got an ad coming up, so we'll be right back.
Do we have an ad coming up? Because I thought we were going to do tipping.
Do we have an ad coming up? Oh, you're right. You know what? I got my... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Sometimes we could just go with it, but...
I mean, we can go whatever.
I appreciate you for, you know, keep me honest. Let's be real. I had a little bit of the drink. You know, I'm drinking a little bit of this Tito's and, you know, the crayon apple. So sometimes I get my you know, I'm a little bougie sometimes with my cranberry, Boogie. I'm a little bougie sometimes with my cranberries. You know, we could rank that hierarchy here, but that's another show here. But you are right, Boogie. It is time for...
I'm tipping my hat.
Tipping the hat. For those of you who are new to the show, sometimes, you know, I'll be messing up. That's why I got the queen over here to the left or right, depending on which side of the screen you viewing to keep me in line. Tip in the hat is a segment we like to shout out, you know, folks who are doing good things in the community. So Boogie, who you got for your?
I'm tipping my hat.
Tipping of the hat.
Tip of my hat goes to Jordan Peele's Nope. Once again, Jordan Peele has done it. One more again. Debuted at #1 with selling $44 million at the box office. Wow. Shout out to this man here. Comedy as a background, improv, sketch, stand-up, and decided to go into the horror industry and out here killing it. Shout out to that black man, mixed black man, but he's still black.
Yeah. He shows up on paper as black.
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
He's still black. That'll be a nope for the nope for me.
Nope. I did see it, and what the hell was going on? That's the thought.
Yeah.
The cinematography, amazing. Mm-hmm. But everything else in between, Keke Palmer, good acting. Daniel, great acting. Everything else in between is just a lot of fucking holes.
Yeah.
I was just like, what is this? You know.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Keke and Jordan, and Keke was like, "Does Nope stand for not on planet Earth?" And Jordan Peele was like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Not on planet Earth. Wow. Nope.
He was like, I should have went with that one. Because I mean, I don't want to give it away, but I kind of left and I was like,
it threw you, yeah. Curious minds. It was a little.
It could have been better. I'll put it. There was just so much more that you think of when you think of, because we all knew it was like aliens. So when you think of that, it's just like you could have just did so much more, bro.
Yeah.
And it's getting to be that point, because you know when people fell off of like Us, they were like, he's starting to, what is he doing? This is what I kind of get what they're saying, because I got that. Us. Yeah, this is what.
Oh, I definitely got Us. Us was like I get that wholeheartedly. It was kind of on the nose. Us was on the nose for sure.
So it's like the first two, good. This one, okay. But apparently he's got a couple more, so we'll see.
Yeah, he got a couple more in his bag. Listen, shout out to him. The fact that they greenlit this black man to do literally whatever the hell he wants.
Hey, kudos to you, brother.
Why not? Okay.
And I think he knows that we're gonna go see it too, because black niggas is gonna support it, because we're like, yeah, he's black. So we're gonna go see it. Even if we don't get the shit, we're just gonna be like, well, we support you, brother.
Absolutely. Who you got for your tipping? Who do you have for your tipping?
My tipping goes to Kid Cudi. Sip some of this cran. Make sure I slurp that on purpose because I'm bougie. Kid Cudi is who I'm giving my tip in the hat to, because I feel like it takes a lot to you got to really love yourself to walk off the stage like that. So I commend him for truly knowing who he is as a person and an artist, because I'm with him. I'm not about to stand up here and you're gonna keep disrespecting me, disrespecting my band, disrespecting the stage by throwing
what exactly
shit.
Happened? Can you break it down? I was gonna say, break it down. What exactly happened?
Yeah, for those of you that didn't see the video, it was at Rolling Loud. And you know, he took over for Kanye. Kanye was supposed to headline, so when Kanye backed out, Cudi took over. And during his performance, you know, people were throwing shit on stage, and somebody beamed him with a water bottle. You know. And Cudi was like, hey, if y'all throw one more fucking thing on this stage, that's it. I'm gonna walk off. And somebody threw some shit on the stage, and you know, he walked off. You know, and I think he also said like, y'all ruined it for everybody. And it's like, you legit did. Like, why the fuck are you paying money to come and see the show? Spend a lot of money, because it's expensive to go to these festivals. and you throwing shit. Yeah, I think I did see a video where they showed the guy in the crowd who threw it. I'm like, man, y'all are fucking corny. Like, it's just corny as hell that people can't fucking act like they have some common sense. And I just commend him because, you know, some artists, they would have stood up there and continue through their set or whatever. So that's dope because not only did you leave, or I don't know during what point of the show he left or what song it was, but you still got paid. He still got paid, and y'all still didn't get to see a headliner on the stage. He walked the fuck off. So it's like you didn't really do anything, you know what I mean? It's just fucking lame. So, you know, I tip my hat to him for standing up for himself.
Hell yeah, man. Like, we have to get out of this this idea that we're so entitled, even though we paid all this money, but exactly you still can't treat these stars or celebrities, basketball players, athletes like they are not human beings.
Exactly. And that's exactly what it is. It's like the entitlement. And you know what it is? It's coming from these punk ass white kids. That's
cracker ass cracker.
That's what it is. Because I remember a time when rap concerts were all niggas, and it bothered me that they're not all niggas anymore. It does. Like I'm okay with, you know, other people coming, but it's like before when it was just us or, you know, our like Latino people coming and everything, you weren't seeing people. I mean, there were some rowdy events. I'm not acting like niggas in the crowd didn't do shit. I'm not trying to say that at all.
I was just about to say, but generally speaking, when it's all niggas,
that's in the crowd though. You might get your ass whooped in the crowd, but they weren't attacking the performers.
I ain't going to an all rap event.
It depends. Yeah, that ain't. But even so, I don't know. I'm weird about it because now when you see concerts, it's all fucking white people, and I'm like, bro, you as a nigga, you're rapping as an art form that was made for us. I would be pissed off if my entire crowd was white people. I'm like, where are the niggas? Like, where are my people?
In Germany, come on now. If you in Germany, if you in Munich, if you in Switzerland. You not out here like y'all can't be singing.
That's a little different. You getting your overseas bag, and I understand that different cultures are going to bring you over there. But here in America, there's many things because I feel like the tickets are too high as well. Because niggas is like, I can't afford these.
That's what it is. That's what.
So white people, I think my irritation with it comes from white people saying nigga in the crowd. It's like, what the fuck? If I'm a rap artist,
Roddy Rich.
With that and it's with other clips though. You hear it all the time.
Shit.
And I'm like, look.
And they were all looking at each other in the crowd was like, guys, it's okay. We can do it.
And like, it's funny when you see the tweets and black people are like, I would be decking people. I was like, I'd be right there with you. We might take an L, but I'm punching one white person aside because it's like, you know, okay, we will take
80-1.
As long as I got one, Boogie. As long as I get one.
Stop the hell out. What are you talking about?
I would be like, I took one of them crackers down. though. I don't know. It bothers me though, because I think it's the entitlement, and it's just like, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I went on this tangent, the weed and the booze, so, you know. But I think we do have an ad coming up now, and this is, you know, the world's best late night podcast. So let's get to this ad. We'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, you know, they rocking with the podcast, they, you know, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code that gives you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right, for news you can or can't use, Boogie, the Mega Millions jackpot is up to $1.2 billion with a B dollars. You got your tickets, Boogie?
That'll be a negatory. Your man Khaled and Quality Control got my tickets.
They bought them all up. Folks on Al Gore's internet are very upset because a video of DJ Khaled, you know, I hope you got your Mega Millions tickets because I got mine. They didn't believe in us, but God did. And, you know, Q from Quality Control, he posted that he bought quite a few tickets. And after people voiced their frustrations, he said, how the hell y'all mad at someone for trying to hit the Mega Millions for $1 billion? If y'all don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, ain't nobody trying to be working every day like this. And when I hear shit like that, Boogie, I just want to be like, nigga, shut up. Like, for real.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Like, that's what I want to say. Reason being is y'all are millionaires already. What do you mean? Like, ain't nobody got time to be working like this. Bruh, you don't have to work like this. You got millions of dollars. Q from Quality Control, his net worth is $50 million, Boogie. I just want to put that out there. Just to
you have to remember these net worths online aren't accurate. That's number one. They are not accurate. And number two, from what I'm hearing, just from reading those tweets, if Quality Control is out here trying to get the lottery, trying to win the lottery, that means his bills are outweighing his output, his input. And this thing, the real problem is, my guy, you need a better financial advisor. Okay? That's what I'm hearing.
You said he's not living within his means.
He is not. He is not living within his means, which we all done that before. And guess what? He is in the same position that more than 70%. I'm gonna say 80% of this country is dealing with right now. Okay.
I mean, two things can be true here. The two things that are true is you can't tell people what to do with their money. That Absolutely is not. One. But then the other thing here is how much do you need? I mean, that's the other question here.
Enough, man.
It's like, nigga, you a millionaire. It's just like, and I get why people are upset, because it's just like, hey, bro, if you win, you already rich, like you already wealthy. Like, it's legit people who are out here struggling. It's just like, what's the point? This goes back to, I've said this and I'll keep saying it again, like, niggas need to stop posting everything online. We would not know about DJ Khaled buying all these goddamn tickets. We would not know about Q buying all these tickets if you just didn't post it. Like, you wouldn't have as many headaches if you wasn't trying to stunt on niggas.
That's just the line of work that they live in. They would like to stunt. Khaled, of all people, is known to do such things. Quality Control, he has huge, extravagant birthday parties. That's probably why he's in the position, in the predicament that he's in right now. So,
you know what's the flex is showing broke people that they're really broke because you done bought like 100 fucking lottery tickets. That's the biggest flex of all. It's like, I know I'm not gonna win, but I got 100 chances. Your broke ass only got one. You know, but at the end of this, I'm still rich.
But listen, it only takes one. And I'm gonna be just like the last lottery winner. I'm gonna be wearing my scream mask.
Hell yeah.
You will not know who the hell I am. And I'm gonna be working my little wussy ass job until the wheels fall off. Nothing will change.
For $1 billion, nothing's gonna change. For $1 billion,
oh no, nothing.
you
Nothing's gonna
maintain
change.
the same lifestyle.
Only thing that's gonna change is I might downgrade my hours.
Okay. Part time.
Might go real PT, real PT. But that's it. I'm break my people off. Like, hey,
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell them that I want, but I'm gonna tell them like blessings to you.
I think they'll know you won if it's a certain amount of money, because they're like, wait a minute, we don't normally get this kind of funds from Boogie, so
right.
Tis
true. But that's why I told a couple of my friends, I'm like, listen, if I win, I'm definitely getting over the years. I'm not getting a large lump sum because they definitely taking about 60%.
60, god damn. Oh yeah, they do take a nice little.
Yeah,
but it's a Billy though. How much do you need, Boogie? It's a Billy.
I need all my cream. I need it all.
Like, I want all the coins.
Right, I want them all. See, you got to be thinking smart and not just irrational. So,
see, okay.
I'm a rational.
Here's what I'm gonna do, right? So if I won the Billy, right? I didn't play. Okay, and I'm just gonna.
Oh, you didn't play either? Okay, so
I didn't play.
Here.
I'm gonna
play because nobody's gonna win. I'm already predicting this. It's gonna go up to over $1 billion. It's at 1.2 now, but it's gonna get up there.
If no one wins, here's where, because this is why I don't really play, because it's always some white person who's poor in like Alabama who works in a tuna factory who went in with like 6 of their coworkers. Those are the people who win. It's never just like, it's a nigga in Chicago. That's not how it ever works. It doesn't ever happen. So that's why I don't play. But if I did play, right, send out my Cash App to all the homies. Boogie, you can get a Cash App and all that good stuff. But then
I don't do Cash App. Venmo me, mofo.
Okay,
Venmo me or Zelle.
I'll Venmo Zelle because you're bougie out here. So I'll do the Venmos, right? And then I'm still gonna podcast, but I'm gonna be podcasting
on a different
location. I'm gonna be podcasting from an island location. Like I'm gonna be like,
it's gonna be a little different.
You'd be like, Nate, I hear the oceans of Turks and Caicos. Oh yeah, it's my backyard. Like
but
it's just gonna happen.
Generally speaking, your life is not gonna change. You're still going to be doing the exact same thing that you're doing it, but
that's true.
More frequently. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I'll buy a whole lot more weed, because I'm like, I got a Billy. I might start growing my own weed. Just be like,
See.
I got to go through. So I know you said you're not taking a lump sum, right? You're taking. Okay.
It's like, what is it? Like every 5 years or something?
No, I think they give it to you in one big ass sum. Or you mean like what you'll be getting?
Yeah, over time. Instead of getting the large lump sum, is it every year?
I think it's every year you getting something.
That's even better. Listen, you have to put these constraints on yourself because as someone with new money that's coming into new money, you don't know how to spend your money. People gonna always come into your ear and say, "Hey, my man, let me hold blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying?
Start this car wash.
You get yourself this stipend every year. You good to go. I'm telling you. Listen.
See, Boogie, that's smart. That's smart and that's logical. But
you don't want to
see me being a black man. The cops might shoot me. You never know what might happen. I want all my money up front. Cops might get me
on you so you can block the bullets.
The cops might hit me, fucking heart disease. It's a number of things that black men got to deal with. Black folks got to deal with hypertension, all these things.
That's why you get a nutritionist, you get a good ass
I'm gonna buy that with my lump sum. I'm gonna get that with my lump sum.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hire Oprah's accountant because Oprah ain't going broke. So I'm like, look, player, I just got a Billy. or whatever 60%, whatever I'm left with
it's not
after
gonna
that.
Be a Billy.
I got these M's, nigga. Manage this for
it's
me.
Gonna be some M's for sure.
That's what I would do. I'm low-key hating on Khaled though. I'm hating because if he wins, we're gonna hear a bunch of other dumbass catchphrases. So I don't want DJ Khaled to win. I don't want him.
Good point. Very good point.
We got another ad. We'll be right back.
Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code LATE NIGHT, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling, at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event, or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code LATE NIGHT, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Topic number 2 for news you can or can't use. Will Smith apologized to Chris Rock in a 5-minute video. Boogie, did you see the video? And what did you think?
That's a negative. I saw the first 30 seconds, and then when I saw that it was 5 minutes, I was like,
nope.
Yeah, I am quite all right.
I had a chance to watch the video in its entirety. And I'm happy that Will was able to get that off his chest and apologize, because you could definitely tell and you could see that this has been bothering him. Even when he was talking, this was he's fighting his demons. You can definitely see that. We're all human. We all make mistakes.
For sure.
I just wish, and I guess you can't really tell anyone when they should apologize or not. Personally, I wish it was sooner. And I say that because he's set to start filming again. And it's like, you know, they Bad Boys 4. It's coming. That one Emancipation movie is coming, and another movie. And I was like, oh, so we've forgotten about what happened. So it's kind of like I'm apologizing.
Nobody forgot.
And yeah, we didn't, but it's kind of like I'm apologizing because I'm about to be back out here in the limelight again. You know, it doesn't. That was the only part to me where I was like, is this like a press tour release? Like, this is the apology tour? And then he did talk. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you know, from reports said he did go into a rehab in order to, you know, revisit his traumas. And he said it in the video that not living up to people's expectation and letting people down is an emotional trauma for him. Definitely. So I think he had to work things out. And from the excerpts that I did see, you know, he tried to reach out to Chris Rock, and his camp said he wasn't ready yet. And understandably, I get it. These are two people that were hurt, and embarrassed, and they both retaliated in different ways. I feel bad for both parties and for entire families that were affected by this. Like, generally speaking, I feel like everybody was affected, even though this is not about us. But everybody was generally affected by this. Like, we still talk about this. Like, I've seen videos and pre-recorded content where they've made a statement and said this was done before the slap on both parties.
Yeah. So, I did see that on the Heart to Heart.
Yeah.
Which is a good episode with Chris and Kevin, by the way.
Definitely a very great episode.
Yeah, it was. He talked about Jada as well, because someone asked a question like, "Did Jada rolling her eyes, did that make you go up there?" And he was 100% accountable. This was on him. This was a blackout moment for him.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can all appreciate that. And I'm not mad at him for stepping up for your wife. I mean, you're supposed to do that. So I'm not at all mad about that. It's just like, man, you could have apologized sooner. And it's just like, it is what it is. I think it's gonna eat him up more now, the fact that Chris wasn't reciprocating right away. It's just like, you have to wait. I think that's gonna really eat away at him more so now than anything.
I know that feeling of doing something that you regret, and then not getting that closure that you need in order for you to heal. Yeah. But guess what? Realistically, that never happens. That usually never happens. And you have to find a way to forgive yourself. And so I think that's what he's been working towards, but he still have to live his life. And doing movies is what brings him solace. So I hate even talking about this, because I know you mentioned this when it first came out, the fact that, we doing this in others' company, other people's, different company, outside people. And a lot of the issues that we deal with, we have to deal with it publicly or in front of people that don't quite understand like the dynamics of our culture. And it's hard to really explain when we know these feelings, like these feelings are similar to our experience. But it's saddening to see a quote unquote hero to the culture go through this. You know what I mean? So
No, I wholeheartedly get it with you. And I was seeing the think pieces on the net today, and it was just like,
burn them all, please.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying that, he didn't need to apologize. He did nothing wrong. And it was like, you slapped a man on TV that the world saw. Like the world saw this, and it's going to be there forever. If you don't think he didn't owe that man an apology, y'all are crazy. But the flip side of that is, Chris, some might say it or see it as you was talking shit. You was talking shit about that man's wife. So you got your ass whooped. Do you think Chris owes an apology back to Jada and the Smith family and Will? Because this probably would have never happened had he not made that joke.
I think it goes both ways. I think you should never put your hands on somebody,
right?
Especially for something that is perceived as a joke. Perceived as a joke, especially when there's no physical harm being done. But granted, verbal abuse is very much real. And
it is.
There's been history with Chris Rock coming at Jada, specifically Jada.
Yeah.
So I think this is a very hard situation.
Slippery slope.
It is. It's a very hard situation where I feel like nobody's in the wrong and nobody's in the right. I just feel like I just want people to heal and we can get past this as a whole. That's all I want.
I'm with that as well. Let's get past this. If you're Chris, right? Let's say Adrian, you got slapped on what they say is the world's biggest stage. Do you forgive Will? Do you reach back out and you're like, hey, let's have this conversation? Or is it just like, fuck you for life?
I don't know, because that's like saying if my brothers embarrass me publicly, I'm never going to talk to them again? Nah.
But these ain't your brothers. You got slapped.
Okay.
At your job. Technically, this is your job. You got slapped at your job in front of the world.
Okay. So let's say, now that I think about it, this, because I just thought about this. Has Chris Rock and Will Smith ever done a project together?
He was not like a movie project. Chris was on an episode of The Fresh Prince back in the day. He did. He was on that, so that's not really. I don't think
Will Smith didn't really have control in the early stages. Maybe back in the day when he was like doing Independence Day, like he started having EP credits and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, I think something's up between their relationship in general, like, and we don't know, and I think that's the deciding factor. But my whole thing is right, because the fact that over time Chris Rock thought it was cool to just really let all those jokes fly, and think that nothing was gonna happen. Like that's where I'm like,
I mean, because if you get away with it, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, you're like, I'm untouchable.
Yeah, at that point, I'm like,
But Chris also, and I don't want to make excuses for him. This might sound like I guess it might be an excuse, but he does have. Remember that was it that he doesn't pick up on social cues. So some of this stuff, I'm like, okay, it was terrible to say, but I give him a little bit of grace. A little bit.
You have to give him grace a little bit, because most of the award shows, that's intentional. Like they do that on purpose. Which
Ricky Gervais's, whoa, that one, God, that was horrible when he was hosting.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree, but it hits a little different when you're of the same complexion. Just saying,
it does, and especially when the person who is talking shit is saying to your face. Because some of these jokes that Chris told, they weren't in the building. Because remember, he said at the Oscars so white, Jada and them weren't there when he was telling those jokes. So it hits a little bit different when it's in front of your face.
Yeah, this is a very slippery slope, just like what you said. And I know, again, we all know this. Chris Rock has been known, and he's said it and shared this with the public, that he was, bullied and tormented as a kid. And, those traumas stick with you, just like with Will. Like he said it too. His traumas has stuck with him over the years. So Black men in general, y'all just all need a hug.
Some therapy too.
That too. That's what hugs.
If
mean.
I
am, get some hugs.
If I'm more hugging, less mugging. It's a new slogan.
Ooh.
That out there. If I am Chris, I'll put out a call eventually. We can talk.
Yeah.
I will forgive, but nigga, I'm not gonna forget. Every fucking special, there's gonna be a Will Smith joke.
Nigga, I got slapped.
Special, because that slap lives out there forever, even after we are all gone. 100 years from now, there'll be niggas on YouTube seeing Chris Rock getting his ass slapped. So you gonna hear all these jokes. You gonna hear all these jokes. He did apologize to Tony as well, Tony Rock. Do you think Tony is gonna forgive Will? Because we know Tony be with them shits.
No. No, I think it hits a little different as a sibling, because you don't forget. Like you can try and be as civil as possible, but that's your blood. So
it's on site. I think it's on site. I think it no matter where they at, Tony's like, I'm taking this charge, bro. Like, it's on site. That's just what it is.
I just hope we can find some type of peace in some matter.
I can't wait for the Chris Rock special. I just can't wait for it to drop. I can't
but
wait.
He's not going to talk. He's not talking about it in the special.
He's gonna eventually. There's gonna be one special. He's gonna talk
after
about
after the third special, nigga, y'all ready? Y'all ready now? I'm ready now. But it's not happening this special. Sorry, it's not. He said,
yeah, no, not this one. I'm okay, not this one. But at some point in time, nigga, I want to know what was going through your mind.
He's still got a process
after you got slapped. You know, I just want to know. But anyways, Boogie, it's time for one of my favorite segments. This time for y'all niggas is
y'all niggas tripping.
Y'all niggas tripping, a special where a segment where we like to talk about niggas who be tripping sometimes. So Boogie, who you got? Who's tripping this week for you?
All righty, let's go ahead and dive into this craze phenomenon that we call the pink sauce. All right, I just like.
Where do you start?
I like the dumbness of people. Like, okay, let's start with this.
Okay.
let me start with this. What is the pink sauce and who is the creator? Okay, so on TikTok, yes, we're talking about TikTok. TikTok has taken over. If you don't know by now, TikTok is number 1, Instagram is number 2, and is dying off just like Facebook. Okay, literally dying off. Where
Grab is taking a hit.
What Instagram? They are petitioning to bring Instagram back, but that's besides the point. The creator of the pink sauce is none other than, and I'm going to say this correctly, at Chef Pie, and that's Pii, pronounced P. So I'm gonna say, I thought it said pie, but it's Chef P. Is a private chef in Miami, and I'm putting this in quotation for private chef because she's been chefing it up in the chef biz for 4 years. This is what she said on YouTube. Okay. She's a single mother of 2 boys. Okay, shout out to her, doing her damn thing or whatever. But she introduces herself as Chef P on YouTube. She's 29 years old. She had around 800 followers on TikTok. Now she has more than 142,000 followers with 4 million likes on her posts. Sit on that real quick. Okay. So she developed this pink sauce, and she lists the condiments. And in the ingredients, the main ingredients is honey, chili, garlic, sunflower seed oil, and dragon fruit. That's what makes it pink, by the way. Yeah. They also have some other ingredients or whatnot, but she uses dragon fruit primarily to make it pink. Okay. And so now it has gotten into a craze where over 900,000 people have, or reposts, I should say, people are trying to buy it. They are selling it. They are trying to use it, eat it or whatnot. And now they are complaining that it's not FDA approved. She went on this live and said that I don't need to be FDA approved. FDA approved doesn't mean that my food is not that this sauce is not food, is not edible or whatnot. People are complaining about it's changing colors, it's making them sick, they get food poisoning. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, she is correct.
Yep, she is.
Food, supplements, and a couple other things doesn't have to be FDA approved to be sold as such. But y'all are buying pink sauce from Amazon and expecting it to be edible. And
hold on, buddy. Go back. Say that again. Say what you just said again.
y'all are purchasing non-FDA approved food from Amazon, not Amazon Whole Foods, but the warehouse of Amazon. Okay, the warehouse where they box shit in for months in advance. All right. And are complaining left and right that it's changing colors, that it's making them sick, that it doesn't taste like everyone is saying that it's supposed to taste like. Yeah, nigga. Because y'all are getting fooled. Why are y'all doing this? I don't understand this. She is a business owner trying to get a buck. Like, listen, stop it, y'all. Y'all need to chill. Stop. Y'all gotta stop running onto these crazes. Like, come on now. Y'all gotta be smart. Y'all gotta be smart.
I'm over here just like, because everything you're saying is 100% factual. It's just the sauce was like $20 a bottle.
Oh,
ain't no goddamn sauce out here worth no $20 a bottle.
Nope.
2, when I saw her video of her in her, it was like a Superman, it was like a comic book character t-shirt with like a fucking bustier on or some shit, or a waist trainer. I was like, this is all I need to know right here. Like, I'm not buying this shit. Do better, people. Like, the people who are complaining about their stomachs hurt and everything, I was like, what did you think was gonna happen when you were buying something with these ingredients that wasn't refrigerated? I saw one bottle where they said vinegar was spelled wrong on the ingredients on the back of the bottle. She even addressed how her label was incorrect.
Yeah.
And Boogie, yes, you are correct, and she's also correct that it does not have to be FDA approved. But you know what's gonna happen? Because the FDA, they're in charge of making sure people don't get sick. With all these people who are making these claims about getting sick, I bet you the FDA gonna be like, hey girl, stop making this pink sauce in your kitchen. Like, and I'm all for niggas getting their money. I am all for us getting our money. But come on, she couldn't even tell people what it tastes like. And I understand part of that is part of for the marketing, but girl, it's pink sauce. Like, no. And I remember, Boogie, you might be young enough to remember this too, or old enough to remember this. But I remember when ketchup they had green ketchup and purple ketchup and blue ketchup, and all that shit was trash.
I hate people jumping. Yeah, I hate people jumping on a bandwagon for all this real cutesy, controversial new shit. Like, listen, pink sauce, green ketchup, all that shit. What do you expect to gain from that? To get from any of that?
Besides
you are going to get. You gonna get. Yeah, you gonna get sick. You gonna like that. All of this stuff is not good for you. So why are you expecting it to be? She says it like this is not a medical product. This does not contribute to your health. This does not contribute to your health.
Yeah, it makes your health worse.
Oh my god, y'all doing a lot. It was a lot of complaints that was going on. People were like, y'all really ordering Amazon? Like the pink stuff was changing colors as soon as they got it.
Some people's packages exploded. So it's just like, come on, y'all. Do better.
Good luck. Y'all niggas is terrible. I can't stand y'all. Keep it moving. That's all I gotta say.
Y'all niggas are tripping.
Yeah. Who do you have for y'all niggas is tripping?
My y'all niggas is tripping is going to Mark Ponder. Mark Ponder is a nigga who was at the insurrection on January 6th. Mark Ponder is seen in this photo, for those of you who are viewing this, beating a police officer with what looks to be a metal pole. You know, Mark got 5 years in prison, which is the longest term that anyone has been sentenced to out of all of the Capitol riots. And you deserve it, nigga. You deserve it. What did you think was going to happen? You know, what did you think was going to happen? Even when you were out there, bro, like, come on. even in an insurrection, you're still a nigga in a coup. You're still.
I feel like people forget that they're black sometimes. Even in functions of places where there might not be a lot of them. But the general rule of America and of the world is nigga, you still not us. So you can join the band all you want. You can join the team all you want, but you still can't join in with the festivities like that. Like you won't win.
Right. Like, nigga, your skin. Like, it's the great equalizer. Like, come on, bro. And you know what's crazy? He's not the only nigga that was out there. He's not. There were other niggas that were out there. Some of them were just smart enough not to go inside the Capitol or not to just beat people up. Like, come on, bro. You get what you deserve, man. Like, you get what you deserve. Eat that time, bro. I hope they make you serve every last bit of it.
Don't let your booty hole.
The booty warrior is gonna be in there. Like, what you in here for, man? I was right on 6.
Don't drop the soap.
For real. But we got one more ad to get to for this final topic. We'll be right back.
That we do.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast. And because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
Boogie, nobody's safe out here. This past Sunday, Bishop Lamar Whitehead was robbed on his live stream. Brothers kicked in the doors with the fofos and was like, give me all your shit. They actually didn't say that. He was just like, hey. He was like, that's okay. And, says he was, him and his wife were robbed of $1 million in jewelry. Did you actually see the clip?
That should be a negative. I'm gonna just stay confident and consistent with
with
all the videos. I'm gonna stay very consistent with all of that.
You are 3 for 3.
I didn't know it was on his live stream. That they caught it. Listen. I feel bad that anybody gets robbed, but I already told you I feel a certain way about bishops, pastors, ministers, whomever, with an absorbent amount of money. I feel weird about that. So
I feel you on that. And I get where you're coming from, because there's a lot of people who are out there who are fleecing the flock. For sure. And there's multiple streams of income that some of these preachers have. This nigga right here, I feel like this nigga right here is fleecing the flock. You can look at the way this nigga is dressed. If this nigga does not scream, I am pimping the pulpit, I don't know what else.
Taking all your money, taking all your tithes.
I mean, I'm glad that he didn't get hurt. His wife didn't get hurt, but this screams insurance fraud. I've been in big churches and small churches, and whenever that offering bucket comes out, you know they packing. Is somebody in here who is packing just in case you coming up in here to try something? And it's like, you got a Bentley, you wearing Gucci and all this stuff. You, between the two of y'all, had $1 million worth of jewelry on in Brooklyn, and you ain't had no type of security guards for your church.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
It sounded real fishy to me, and I feel like I feel like, generally speaking, the pastors and ministers are going down. There's been a fleet, if you will, a flock, if you will, of ministers, ministers, if you will,
Gabrielle, I see what you did there.
that have been talking out their necks. That have been talking out their necks, and really proves the reason why a lot of people have decided to move away from the traditional churches and organization, institution as a whole. Like, I feel exactly how you feel. No one should be put into as a traumatic experience as being robbed, but I guess the real question is, what's really going on here? Can we break down these institutions and see like they need to get some audits. Like, some audits needs to be had.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Because you know the ones, the people who are actually writing books and the ones who are on TV. So it's like, okay, this money, I know that there's multiple income streams for you. You got all these TV shows out here, but some of these niggas, you just know, it's like, bro, your whole congregation is lacking, but you driving in a Bentley, you driving, a Rolls Royce in Brooklyn. I'm not saying you can't have money. I'm not saying God can't bless you, but there's a reason why you were hit.
Yeah.
He's saying that is the media for calling him the flashy pastor. And I was like, well, nigga, you're wearing Gucci suits. I mean, you're flashy. If you're flaunting it, what do you expect people to do and or say? Since then, the reason why I'm calling him a false prophet is because he's not shown signs of him actually being a pastor. There was a video. Yeah, that too. There was a video of him floating around with 2 other pastors on a live stream, and just the language that he was using, like, you're not a pastor, bro. I would not want my bishop talking the type of shit that he was talking. So I was like, I was like, what are you doing here? And then, it came out that some of his parishioners are suing him, one lady for $90K, saying that, allegedly he told her to liquidate all her assets and put it in like an investment that he was running. And she lost all her money. So it's like, when you hear stories like this, it's kind of easy for people to say, yeah, you fleecing the flock, bruh. You're doing some shady shit.
I feel bad for people that are persuaded and brainwashed in some of these people's ministry and words. And it just goes to show that people are really evil out here, even though a lot of people are generally give the general public the benefit of the doubt. And I'm very weary about people that have too much success, pastors, ministers, especially when it comes in a religious sense. I'm very weary about that because, TD Jakes came out and said some unsavory things, and
he's been in the news lately.
Yeah, he's been in the news lately, and I know this story isn't about him, but it brings up that question of like, what, like, we shouldn't be following people, but also we should be learning and listening to people's thoughts. But yes, they are pastors and ministers because they are practicing and studying the quote unquote word, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to take everything that they have as facts, as Bible, as what people would say. So
gotta eat the hay and spit out the sticks.
Yeah,
is what the old folks say.
Right, exactly. So I just feel bad for people that do lose their life savings, their life, their minds by following people that are clearly having ulterior motive.
I'm gonna show you a couple pictures here before we close out, right? And I'm gonna ask you a question, right? Okay. Let me show you this picture, right? So this is him.
I saw it.
This looks like Bobby Shmurda in a fucking collar, right? Look at this. Look at this right here, right? This picture right here. Okay. I'm gonna show one more, right? Is this a nigga that you would want to sit up under every Sunday? Is this a nigga that you trust your spirituality to? Come on, Boogie.
But that's also subjective, because there are a number of palm face colored pastors that dress a certain way where they have a large following as well.
I wouldn't sit up under them either. I'd be like, come on, brother. I don't want to hear a rap song. I want you to preach.
No, I agree. But again, we're losing ourselves by following people for certain reasons. So I think we need to recenter and focus on selves. Because honestly, you can read the word and still be fine by your damn self.
I mean, this is true. I mean, church is in ourselves. You don't have to go sit in a physical building. I've said this for quite some time. I can tell you this, Boogie. I can tell you this much. I guarantee every church across America is going to have somebody strapped on Sunday. I guarantee that much.
Oh, let's go without saying.
I guarantee it's gonna be, hey, that pastor in Brooklyn ain't gonna be me.
See what happens?
It's gonna be some reverends unloading on some folks.
Hell yeah.
I know you came down for the altar call, but I'm about to perform a funeral here real quick, brother and sisters.
It's just sad because, like we said, we don't want anybody to get hurt or having to deal with situations like that. Like, that's sad to me, I feel like. So
it is. I'm interested to see, though, if there are some insurance checks paid out. I'm really interested to see how this plays out here.
But it has to, right? Because they technically did.
I will hope he's got insurance, but this to me seems, I don't know. It all seems staged. If you watch the video, it's a dude in the back who ain't moving. Granted, but he was just too cool, too calm. If four niggas bust in with guns, I'm hitting the ground. I'm not trying to watch and see what's going on.
So four dudes came.
That's what they said. It was like four dudes broke in or kicked open the congregation doors during the service on the live feed. But when you watch the feed, it's one nigga in the back who is like sitting at the back of the pulpit, just like, he ain't moving though. Not like, oh, I'm gonna get on the ground either. The pastor got on the ground, so I'm like, bruh, you should get on the ground too. That's why I feel like it's an inside job. Because I mean, why else would it be? You see a preacher in Brooklyn. I'm not saying people in Brooklyn don't have money, because we know it's people who do have money, but it's just like, people are hurting out here. People are hungry, and you out here riding around in the Bentley's, got the chains on you. So I mean, somebody was like, hey man, give me that. And the tithes offering.
Got you. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's layers to it. It's layers. But anyways, I'm glad they're all safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good luck, nigga.
But on that note, No Sleep Crew, we appreciate you for tuning in. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Boogie, what you got for the listeners?
Not only like and subscribe, but also smash that bell notification so you can get all of our content immediately as soon as it drops. Thank you so much. Tell a friend to tell a friend that this
and have them tell a friend.
Yes, that this is a dope ass podcast. So
it's y'all's favorite late night podcast.
Hell yeah.
So, tell them to tune in. I ain't got nothing else for the peoples. I appreciate y'all. People have been commenting. I have been reading the comments. So thank you for those. Some people have also hit me up. It's like, hey man, I like the show. We appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the sponsors. If anybody wants to become a sponsor, y'all know where to find me and Boogie at.
Hell yeah.
What should we hit them with? Since it's Bay Day, what should we end on? Should we give them some bombs, some horns? What you want to end on?
You can do whatever the hell you want to do, because I am going to listen to the album once more. I've heard it 3 times already. I'm gonna
Bombs for Bay.